while comedy anime tends to take in other genres such as romance, action-adventure, or even the supernatural. What they all have in common is memorable laugh-out-loud moments. These shows are the best examples of that, full of charming characters, absurd plotlines, and of course, a ton of hilarious situations. So without wasting any more time, let's count down our top 5 most hilarious comedy anime.
Got that.
Number 5. Prison School. Hakamitsu Private Academy, an elite all-girls high school, opens its grandiose doors to male students for the first time in its history. The 5 males who enroll, however, are a merry band of perverts who are unable to communicate with girls. This cluster of misfits is composed of the foreign delinquent Shingo, the strange and sickly Joe, the overweight Andre, the intelligent Gakuto, and Kiyoshi, the most normal person of the bunch. Feeling troubled due to their lack of female interaction, the 5 boys embark on a dangerous mission to peek on several girls while they are bathing. However, owing to a series of mishaps, their operation ultimately fails, resulting in the boys' actions being exposed to the entire school. For their crimes, the boys are sentenced to 1 month of imprisonment by the menacing underground student council. Little do the unforgiving beauties of the council know, the boys' perverted and unusual antics are just going to worsen. Number 4. The Way of the Househusband. Who would have ever thought that the most feared gangster of his time now spends his days as a modest househusband? Seemingly giving up the way of the Yakuza, the legendary, immortal dragon Atatsu, best known for his prolific skirmishes against rival gangs, has abruptly vanished. Unbeknownst to most, however, Tatsu is currently staying at an apartment with his wife, doing his best to live a peaceful life. Donning his trusty apron, Tatsu is now striving to become an efficient homemaker. Because of this, he has mastered the required skills, be it cooking the most delicious dishes, making sure to get the best deals at supermarkets, and everything in between, garnering the surprise of both of his former subordinates and enemies alike. Despite being a man with quite a controversial past, Tatsu's new way of life will only be more eccentric from here on out. Number 3. Haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto. Sophisticated, suave, sublime, all words which describe the exceedingly handsome and patently perfect Sakamoto. Though it is only his first day in high school, his attractiveness, intelligence, and charm already has the girls swooning and the guys fuming with jealousy. No one seems able to derail him, as all attempts at tripping him up are quickly foiled. His sang-froid is indomitable, his wits peerless. Will any of Sakamoto's classmates, or even teachers, be able to reach his level of excellence? Probably not, but they just might learn a thing or two trying. Number 2. KonoSuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. After dying a laughable and pathetic death on his way back from buying a game, high school student and recluse, Kazuma Sadu, finds himself sitting before a beautiful but obnoxious goddess named Aqua. She provides the NEET with 2 options: continue on to heaven or reincarnate in every gamer's dream, a real fantasy world. Choosing to start a new life, Kazuma is quickly tasked with defeating a demon king who is terrorizing villages. But before he goes, he can choose one item of any kind to aid him in his quest, and the future hero selects Aqua. But Kazuma has made a grave mistake. Aqua is completely useless. Unfortunately, their troubles don't end here. It turns out that living in such a world is far different from how it plays out in a game. Instead of going on a thrilling adventure, the duo must first work to pay for their living expenses. Indeed, their misfortunes have only just begun. Number 1. Grand Blue. Iori Kitahara starts his new life as a college student at Aizu in Shizuoka Prefecture, revisiting the town after 10 years. In the meantime, he stays with his uncle Toshio Kotegawa and his 2 beautiful daughters, Chisa and Nanika, at their family-run diving goods store Grand Blue. Unfortunately, he discovers that life at the seaside isn't as great as it's cracked up to be when he gets shanghaied into joining Peekaboo, an intercollegiate scuba diving club whose members are more interested in drinking and being naked than actually diving, which so happens to use Grand Blue as their base of operations. Alongside his fellow mechanical engineering freshmen, diving-obsessed Chisa and hardcore otaku Kohei Imamura, Iori might just survive this new insanity.
the way.